Greetings, gamer guys and gals. Welcome, welcome, welcome to part 35 of my Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. Things are heating up. We just finally beat all three paths. The Path of Legends, the Path of Victory Road, and the Path of Starfall are all concluded as far and as away as the paths are concerned. Which is pretty darn cool. That means every single possible objective in the map is finished concerning main story beats on all three paths, which is cool. It's fantastic. I'm excited. What it also means is that we have more to do, and it is of other importance. Now, the Zero Gate is our next objective. So go meet Arvin at the Zero Gate so you can travel into the Great Crater of Paldea together. This Great Crater is literally probably about 1/10 the size of the entire world, and we have not had any dealings with it in this entire game. So what's cool about that is we have this fantastically new area. Of course, we get to fly to Medali, and then we're going to find ourselves to this gate of sorts. And once we get there, I'm excited to see where this leads. It's going to be an interesting endeavor, to say the least. Alright, so hello Voltorb and Electrode, you monstrosities of explosion. Alright, so now we're going to climb up this wonderful little mountain. See, this is the direction that I really think HMs and stuff like that should have gone long ago. And that's why I'm not at all truly adverse to the fact that I'm guessing it does want us to go through this cave. I'm not at all adverse to the fact that this game isn't truly open world. It's more like a mix between open world and Metroidvania. I don't dislike that at all, actually. Hey, over here! This is some strange-looking gate. This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the Great Crater of Paldea, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the crater. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you. Area Zero is apparently where Koraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy that he can finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our two new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in. The way home. So, our next objective, our next path, I guess you could say, is called The Way Home. This is all very exciting to me. This game has been very exciting in many ways. Whoa, kinda dark in here. Hola, Zeke. Arvin said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get to battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. She was probably here quicker than that. She was probably waiting here, you know, behind the scenes, just saying, how long are they going to take to ask me? You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where's the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now? Well, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on. Seems like they were on power saving mode. We made some valuable allies. I hacked into the system controls and override the settings. Oh, it's you, the kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name's Penny. Well, hey, we never got to actually talk. I'm Nimona. I'm in Class 1A. You must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too? You talk, like, way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Zeke. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, Zeke, and I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, Arvin. My loves include my Babostiff, and cooking, and biometric identification in progress. Hello, Zeke. I have been expecting you. And it seems you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry, who are you? That's my mom. Probably. What? That's Professor Sada? Nimona, student ID number 805C001. And Penny, student ID number 803B121. I thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person, exactly. I almost wanted to drop my controller so I could do air quotes. Arvin, did you tell your mom about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the great crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see to your right. Mom? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Alright, so there's something really strange going on with Arvin's mom. Professor Sada, I have my suspicions about that lady. I don't necessarily think that this is all fun and games up here. Not even in the slightest. So we're going to go ahead to the elevator and take it down. Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. Access granted to lower level. Ooh, it opened for us automatically. Not quite. Looks to me like someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you will be above Area 0. Zeke, you have brought Koraidon with you. Yes, I have. I thank you for bringing him with you on your many adventures. If you utilize Koraidon's gliding capabilities, you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0. What? Isn't there, like, an elevator or something? And wait, did you say Koraidon can fly? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch once again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Railroading people into stuff just like always. I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Let's go! That girl, is she, like, incapable of fear or what? She might be like me. Fear is kind of lost on me in the sense that, like, what's the point of fearing? What's it going to avail you? Or panic? Or nervousness? Just, I mean, I understand why people have those feelings, but they don't do you good. I guess we'd better go too. Alright, so are all of us going to fly on the backs of Koraidon? Zeke, ready for the worst? Yep, and I fear the worst here. It's talking about fear. Good, that's all we needed to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours and we'll be off. Alrighty. This looks very rusted out and old. What's the matter with him? Huh. Scared of heights? That's what I'd say.
Well, no wonder. But no need to be scared if we go together. How does that logic work? Get on.
It's really interesting that Koraidon can technically fly. Not really, but he's not even a flying type. And I would love it if he had gotten like some special move that would make it so that while he attacked, he was put into a levitating state. That would have been cool. Wouldn't really help his typing defensively, but it would be cool. Especially because his ability is definitely nothing to do with that. And now we're back here again.
Ha, ha. I think I might have died once or twice there.
What's wrong?
He chose to go back into his ball?
He's probably just hungry or something. Wait a second. Where's the student council girl? What?
She's gone. You don't think she... Everyone, you have to see this. Area Zero is amazing. Come on already. I guess your ability would be own tempo, huh?
That's very true.
Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Condition satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you were able to make the descent without being harmed.
Ha! Yeah, sure. Smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about a landing like that?
That is good. I had concerns you might fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your mom's sarcasm detector needs fixing. Aw, you were worried about us? That's so sweet.
Nimona is clueless.
You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab, in the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks, installed on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks? On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater. At each station, you will be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable the 4 locks and get into the lab. Sounds kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh?
That is pretty intriguing suspicions there.
Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero.
Alrighty. So, looks like I have party members. This is really cool. So, Pokemon has become almost like a regular RPG then. And from what I can tell, oh my gosh. Powerful Pokemon everywhere, to be precise. There's terrestrialization coming up out in that tree. Wow. This is quite the big and auspicious area. I will definitely say that.
Huh? Wait, where'd Koraidon go?
He seems like he got spooked by something.
And Sidio? That's not good. Can we even get back up to the surface without him?
Should be alright. I caught a flying taxi out of the crater. They always come through.
Why didn't you just call the professor if she's down here?
None of your business, Pipsqueak. I'm over here reading this very quickly moving text, and then we get an interrupting battle. I'm probably not going to pay too much attention to the text because it's just going too fast. And I have a feeling it's going to be going that fast the whole way down. I'll try to stop and I'll try to read it as it comes apparent. Gotta say, this is definitely a really cool area. Feels very sci-fi-esque in a way. Very sci-fi-esque. Alrighty, so good old cloth. Auto battles. And take out that Venomoth. There's another Venomoth for you right there. Perfect. Now, I'm probably going to do a little bit of auto battling on the way.
Everything was going off rails. Zeke was a big help getting all that sorted out. Gah, so he helped you out while he was tackling the gyms? What about you, Nimona? Zeke and I are classmates, neighbors back home too. Plus, I said he should aim to be a champion, and he did it. Wait, what? That's wild!
Hold it right there, you two. You think you've got cool friendship origin stories with Zeke? They're nothing compared to what me and him went through. Our friendship's on another level.
Nobody asked you. Stop trying to flex on us.
Guess we're all in the Buds with Zeke club. Yeah, I didn't even... Yeah, we'll put you back. I didn't even see the text start going because I'm looking, like, straight out and ahead. I like it, but I do think the text goes a little bit too fast. So what I think I'm going to do for the time being is I'm actually going to put the text to slow. Because otherwise I am not going to be able to read these at all. I can read much faster than I can speak it while reading it, which is probably true of most people, I would assume. But it's just flying by. I do like the music here too. It's very, very crazy, is the way I'd put it. It's like very end gamey for like a really high stakes game. Which is funny, because that's not at all what Pokemon is. Pokemon's never really been high stakes. You cannot ride Koraidon here. Yeah, I think he is, like, afraid or something. I would assume that it's probably due to the fact that he's been used in, like, probably countless experiments and stuff like that. Alright, so... a Ganlon berry.
Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for.
While Nimona's sliding down the hill.
That must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about.
Oh yeah, what were they called? Radish rations?
Research stations.
Huh. Well, I was close. Radish rations.
Wow, you have such a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently.
Sheen. Ooh.
What the heck is that? That's a Pokemon La Primera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Zeke. Let's take it on together.
Glimmer. Am I going to be able to catch a Glimmer? Alright. Champion Nimona sent out her Lycanroc. Doesn't look like I can. We're gonna high horsepower because it's 4 times weak to that. We didn't even get a chance to attack. Poison spikes were scattered. And Glimmer fainted.
Are there going to be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here, you think?
You think that was something? Please, you've got no idea how terrifying Area Zero really is.
Wow, patronizing much?
For a girl who doesn't like conversation much, she is real big on criticizing everybody.
Easy, you two. Let's just get ahead inside the research station.
Alright, so there's even Braviary here. Very, very intriguing. I'm actually kind of like amazed, really.
Wow, are these ancient ruins?
They don't look ancient to me, they look abandoned.
They look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area Zero. So that's why there's a bed. Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Zeke, if you would be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel.
I will be so kind. Yes, we do want to press this button. See, the text goes really super slow. This is why I put it to normal. I probably would actually put it to fast, except for the fact that we do have the auto-scrolling text, and I don't like that. Lock disabled. 3 of 4 locks are still active.
Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations.
Very strange. Yeah, let's lie down for a rest. There's only one bed, 4 of us, but we could probably all fit on there. You, Cloth, and the rest of your party feel full of energy again. Very, very, very strange. Oh, wait. There was like a teleporter pad thing in there. I'm going back in just because I want to see what that does. It probably doesn't do anything, but hey.
Where would you like to go?
The Zero Gate. Okay, cool. So that's how you get back to the Zero Gate. Alright, so it does do something. Glad I checked that. I mean, I probably would have checked it eventually anyway, but hey, now we know. I almost never saw my mom in my whole life.
Oh, is it that for backstory for real?
Penny, shush. She was always busy with her work. Hardly ever came out. I cooked for myself, cleaned for myself. Mabostif was the only one I had to talk to. So yeah, I don't really know her at all, even if she is my mom. I tried not to think too much about it. Tried to just be proud that she was this famous genius. But the truth is, I would have rather just had a mom who was there, even if she was... I haven't seen her for ages now, unless you count seeing her in the news. Used to be at least get email sometimes, but even those stopped a couple of years ago. And then she appears out of the blue and tells me we've got to help Zeke. Some family, right?
Oh, but we're not here to judge or anything. And I'm sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have snapped at you all like that.
No, I was also giving you a hard time. Sorry, huh?
Penny. My name's Penny.
You know, you're actually pretty nice for a little stinker. That's what I'll put there. Last time I came to the Great Crater, I was trying to go see my mom. I got about this far, then I got attacked by some kind of creature.
Really? What kind of Pokemon was it?
It wasn't even like a Pokemon. More like this crazy, violent, rampaging sort of thing.
For sure it wasn't just a Pokemon that's a little more, I don't know, rampagey than average?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was like a completely different creature altogether. And it hurt Mabostif real bad, so it's not like I'd just forget it. I don't ever want to run into that awful thing again.
It was that strong, huh?
Then I really hope I get to see it. That's what I figured you'd say.
You're real tactless sometimes, Nimona, you know that?
I don't think Nimona cares even one iota about her tactfulness. Alright, research station number 2. I'm getting my S's mixed up. Like, she sells seashells at the seashore.
The second research station. About time, too. Whew. Let's head in and take a breather.
I thought you'd have a bit more stamina, student council girl.
I'm just full of surprises.
That wasn't a compliment, you know.
Hey, look! A Jigglypuff. It's good to see some nice familiar Pokemon down here, too. Po? Oh my gosh, so cute! What the? Wog! Zeke, it's battle time.
She's got a full party of 6 evolutions. She doesn't need me to help her. It's too bad there's not a steel evolution, though. Alright. Oh, so she is helping me. Alright, Screamtail. Very intriguing name. So I'm guessing this is some kind of like Jigglypuff equivalent. And she must be incredibly bulky. That's not even ineffective. And what was that? 5 times and one of them was a critical hit and I didn't even take her to half health. Wow. Screamtail use Hyper Voice. Oh, is Hyper Voice a double battle move? Okay, 4 times. Rock Blast twice, 9 times, one of them being critical hit, and it took that much damage. where can I find one of them bulky creatures? Let's just put it that way.
Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. It was definitely kinda ferocious for a Jigglypuff, wasn't it?
No kidding.
Come on, let's get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for.
Pokédex has been updated. Probably to include some kind of crazy creature named Screamtail.
Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. We should be safe to catch our breath. Hey, seriously, what's with this place? That Pokemon?
I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was one of these.
Huh? What's that book?
Monsters of Area Zero. Yes, we already read that, actually.
Monsters of Area Zero? So they aren't actually Pokemon?
I don't really know.
What do you think, Zeke?
I don't think they're regular Pokemon, but I don't think they're anything but Pokemon. Like, the idea, I even said this in a previous episode, and I'm not going to go on a long tangent about this, but the idea that there's other animals besides Pokemon in the Pokemon universe, when that's never expressly shown in any of the games or anything, is beyond me. That's why when you see people in the Pokemon anime eating meat, and people go, well, I wonder what they're eating. Well, duh. They're eating a Pokemon. They're treated as animals. It's the same concept. That's the reason why I won't call Pokemon it. It is an object, not a creature. Just like mankind is mankind, we refer to the unknown as he. There are different kinds in the animal kingdom. Like, for instance, fowls, bats, ravens, cats, dogs, fish. All of them have a kind. Cats are considered feminine. That's why I call them female. I've even done it to Meowscarada, knowing that mine is a male, just because of the tendency to call the animal by its kind. It's pretty simple.
Maybe. They definitely do look different, at least. And I've never seen any of them in a Pokédex either. I suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor? Some of the life forms that you see residing now within Area Zero are ancient Pokemon that lived in a distant past long lost to us.
Ancient Pokemon?
What? That's awesome! Oh, come on. There's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I am located, contains a time machine. It summons the ancient Pokemon to this place.
So the thing my mom spent forever researching down here, she actually got it working?
Indeed. Though the cost was catastrophic.
The cost?
But a time machine? You mean you can actually travel to and from the past? It is theoretically possible to travel to the past. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying.
Mom, you. Why did you call us here to Area Zero?
Arvin, If possible, I would like us to speak when we meet face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Now then, Zeke, please use the central panel here and disable another lock on my lab.
We will do just that, in fact. Yes, we do want to press the button to disable a lab. Yep.
Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations.
Hey, Zeke. You know that book she told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place. Or more like, everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one she expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. You obtained the Scarlet book.
Interesting.
Take care of it for me, okay, Zeke?
I want to check that in the bag and see if we are capable. I'm obviously not going to read it now because we've read it before. Use this item. It's the Scarlet book that Arvin entrusted to you. Flipping through it, you can see illustrations and notes from a long ago explorer of Area Zero. Alright, so no, you can't read it here. Intriguing. Might as well rest while we're at the research stations. That's what I say. You, Cloth, and the rest of your party feel full of energy again. We're going to go ahead and take on one more research station, I think. For the time being, that is.
What are your parents like, Nimona?
My parents? Normal, I guess. Are you serious? Even I know about your dad. He's on the board of the Rodom Phone Company. Wait, how do you know that? Everyone knows that. He's famous. And I guess I looked into him for my own reasons, too.
So Nimona's actually some pampered little princess from a rich family? She definitely looks like it from the house.
No way. Though, yeah, I guess you could say mother and father were, like, hands-off, but in a good way. My big sister will probably take over the business, so they pretty much let me do what I wanted.
Wait, you call them mother and father?
That is some pampered little princess stuff right there. Gah, Caliente, Penny, what is your family? Super normal? My family is unbelievably annoying. It's just my dad. He's loud and clingy and makes up weird nicknames for me like Pen Pen. He's the most annoying guy in the world.
Man, that's a real downer for your dad. Having his own daughter describe him like that?
Don't you dare take his side.
I'm taking his side.
Zeke, how about you? Your mother seems super nice.
You met her?
Yep, got a glimpse of an amazing looking sandwich she made too.
Really? Wish I could have seen that. I bet it tasted great.
Only Koraidon would know that. Here's a Chansey just waddling around. Alrighty, so we're closing in on the third research station. I see a bit of a cave. Is that a cave there? No, that's just a lighting issue. This is kind of like a... I've said it already, but I do love the music in here because it sounds so very, like, somber and serene. And, like, this is definitely endgamey stuff.
Alright, another research station.
Nice. We get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again, 100% guaranteed. Ha! Oh, Penny. Such a worrywart. Huh?
Done.
See?
Wait a sec. This is just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was an ancient Pokemon all along.
Whoa, you've battled one of these before, Arvin? It looks seriously strong.
Yeah, well, Zeke and I are old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. I don't exactly have a good Pokemon matchup for this in Claw, so I might switch out here. Alright, Intimidate's gonna help. From our good friend Mabostiff. Alright. Yeah, because we don't have, like, anything that's super effective against this Pokemon right now. We're just going to switch out for our lovely Meowscarada and just throw a Flower Trick or two. Now, she's weak to his secondary typing, but that's not... Well, actually, that is kind of terrible. Yeah, if that Great Tusk had used that Brick Break on us, probably would have KO'd my Meowscarada. But we're going to use a Flower Trick as the good old finisher of this battle. Pretty sure he could be like 5 levels higher, and... Well, no, he does have pretty good defense, so I'm not sure about that. See that? Victory is ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were researching out the Herba Mystica came from down here.
You two got to meet one of these Pokemon before our crater get-together? Jealous! If we've got things from literal ancient times roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Sada doing anything to keep them under control? How could she let this happen?
Yeah, right? Because it's not like, oh so brilliant Professor Sada ever messes up. Come on, Zeke. Let's get into that research station. And that's exactly what we're going to do, is get right into this research station.
And made it to station number 3. How we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? Oh no, it's not like that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon here in Area Zero came to our time from the past, right? So what about Koraidon? Isn't he pretty likely that he's also one of those ancient Pokemon?
You're right. I actually was thinking that too. Once we started seeing or hearing that.
Huh. I think you're onto something. It is kind of giving off ancient vibes. Even his name sounds past-y. Wait a sec. I totally forgot. Hey, Arvin! You had Koraidon's ball, and you told us about his forms in the first place. You must know something about him, right?
Ugh. You still remember that from way back? No wonder you're everybody's little star pupil. Guess I've got no choice then, but to tell you when I know. That Pokemon Koraidon, that is, he was found by my mom when she was working on her time machine.
I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor! Koraidon, which I entrusted to Zeke, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the past by the time machine.
Seriously?
Through analysis of his genetic makeup, as well as his behavioral patterns, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact an ancient form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon still commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time. But I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Koraidon.
Huh? You mean there's another one around here somewhere?
Well, if they're family, the other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero waiting to finally be reunited with our Koraidon. My Koraidon, thank you. A heartwarming family reunion? Exactly. Imagine how thrilled they'll both be if we can get the family back together after all this time.
Family, huh? Yeah. That sounds nice.
If we could proceed, Zeke, please disable the next lock using the central panel there.
Certainly, Professor Sada. Certainly. Yes, we do want to press this third penultimate button.
Well done. Only one remains now. Please continue on to final research station.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and heal up, as is customary, because I think our party would not be healed up if we did not do this. I don't know that for a fact, and I'm not willing to test that theory out, actually. Alrighty, so as we are finishing off the third research station in Area 0, getting to our fourth momentarily, I think this is a great time to section off this episode and say our farewells. So I want to thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe depending on your platform. Share and comment. It is always appreciated. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.